What did I do? YouTube. I apologize. I'm probably gonna get copyright strike if I haven't in the beginning part there. But what is up? It's me, Ogre D King. Y'all already know what it is. I'm here for you casual fucks that don't know how to play this game or that do and just want to watch somebody get bodied a whole lot because y'all sick and that's what you all do. That's what I'm here for. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Did you all see the new episode of Digimon Beat Break? And have you all been enjoying your time with Digimon Time Strangers? For those of y'all who don't know, which I find that hard to believe, but like I feel like some of y'all say that because you want attention. But Pokemon Time Stranger came out Sunday. Yeah, this Sunday. Well, past Sunday. No, actually, I think it was last Friday. I don't remember. It just came out. It's only been a couple of days. All of us Digimon YouTubers are, well, I'm a Bandai card game YouTuber, period, but I say Digimon because, like, I don't know with this recent new set, the game is fun as hell. Maybe because of my bias, because Black War Greymon is a viable deck because it's been in a couple of finals, yada, 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 yada. Anyway, so what we're playing today, though, is the opposite because I've been seeing this damn deck, the Pyramid Mine, all over the place. I ain't seen a rock-based element rookie anything in the series of Digimon headlining anything, or if it wasn't a Royal Knight. So seeing an actual regular Digimon with a regular normal Digimon line, and then it has like a mega form. Like I've seen this guy here and there. I think I used to make like fan art with this guy, but Sun Rizamon. It's hard to say his name. Rizamon or the Rizmon. All right, I'm not putting that in the title. Y'all gonna have to go to heck. Landramon. It's a Earth Dragon. Like the only like confirm like Earth Dragon Digimon. Even though it's the one with the whatever. That ain't what we're here for. Y'all like to waste y'all time on my new shit. I don't. We're going right into it though. Ukanamon. We're gonna place in the breeding area. Boom. Then you draw a card. It's not that hard. Then we're gonna pay 3. We're gonna drop that Digimon down. The number one rule to trading card games: if you read what the card does, then you know what the card does. Reading the card tells you what the card does. This is like the easiest out of all the other ones. This game is the easiest because they don't have like a complicated rule set, but like just a rule of thumb for trading card games, period. Literally, that's why I can play any of them. I'm not that good at them. Terrible. But I can at least like pick them up because of that baseline. If you read the card, reading the card tells you what to do. The reason why I'm putting emphasis on that, some of you all that's like new to Digimon and all of that, or never really played like, you had trading cards but not like play the actual game, just a little, you'll be surprised how often you'll just be like just running through, kind of like in life. You just get used to doing the same thing every day. You stop reading the thing, so like you start making misplays and stuff. Yeah, just do that. Don't do that in trading card game too. Same thing. Pay attention. Read everything. Read your opponent's cards. Ask them. That's another thing. It's a very interactive medium. Ask them. Hey, what does that do? Hey, what do? Trust me, when I first got into what you call it, y'all be surprised at how like niggas can't wait to tell you how this shit works or what it do or advice how to beat it. That's the other part right there. But whatever. Hold on, because I don't know what I was doing. All right, so we're just going to trash this dude. Or wait, no, see. Okay, so I was practicing with it last night. Well, that's what I'll do. I'll practice with the deck at base, but then, like, do a video. Like, okay, originally I'll record it and, like, oh, this is my first time testing it out. That's dumb. I hate that. I like winning. That's the only reason I even play competitive any kind of game anyway, is to win. So, you treat this shit like a sport. You got to practice. Vigilance. Practice. So I practice on each of the decks that I add in new. And if I remember, this deck is more of putting cards in your Digivolution and then discarding them to delete your opponents. I think that's the theme aesthetics. And like my problem is I'll practice on like 4 or 5 for a while, like all at once, instead of like focusing in on one deck. Well, shit. Hold on, when effects of this card from Digimon trade to Revolution, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. Alright, so we're worried about that. By trashing one mineral card trade from any of your Digimon to Revolution cards, fill the top. Okay, yeah. So yeah. Well, we can trash the Yukino, right? Is that what we're supposed to do? Is trash Ukunomon? Okay, no. It'll trash the bottom. Okay. So trash the little rookie. Get his ass up out of here. Then we're going to grab one. And then whatever the ones that have the trait. Rock trait. Okay. Then you add it to your Digivolution line. And then you get the effect. Allegedly. To which area? Okay, so it lets you place cards in hand and in your Digivolution cards, which you want. Because I like stacking traits. So I have one Digimon. Like, smack them. We're going to keep those on top because I think that was, what was that? Defense training, and then Raikou from Pokemon. I'm just playing. It's jokes. Relax. Jesus Christ. All right, so you hit me with 9. Digivolve the bro. There's Birdman hand rub. All right. Random question in the middle of the video so that I know that you all are watching. Which I just need y'all niggas to be here in the first 5 seconds. So like, it adds up now. The rules of engagement have changed on YouTube. I'm just playing. But like I said, my space is for casuals. It's just my base set. I'm always like, it's always gonna be competitive, leaning more. So like, I'll be playing meta decks on it. That's just the type of dude that I am. I kind of want to go hard instead of using the little bullshits. Like, there's some perks. I'll give this. There's some perks of being unemployed. I have gotten better at Digimon, but yeah, that's sad. So I need y'all to get in here, learn the game also, so that we can all be pathetically unemployed masters of children's card games. My God, the fallen. All right, so we go to that. Then we're gonna add that also to the Digivolution cards because that's what I want to do. That's all I need to do. Damn, I should have left that on top. But we got Magna Dragonmon, and we got Pyramidmon. Don't mix them up with Mummymon. But we don't have a level 4, and I forgot about that. Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we got a level 4. Big man. I have not swung yet. And they got 5, I got 3 left. But if it's anything like I think the Myota's my same way. It's a late game deck, so you might want to wait until the late game. Big old daddy old. They're going to swing 6K directly at me. I'm going to block with my 7K. What was this? What was his name? Gogamon. Swing 9 at me. Ooh, activate option card. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest pay cost. So now the board has been wiped. We got 3 dudes to swing with on the next turn. No blockers, but we're down to 2 security. So we got to get more aggressive right now. It's now or never, baby. My motto that I just now came up with, that I just started telling people that I use, is you got to put the pedal to the metal, bad boy. Well, I never said it, but yeah, you got to get the lid out your ass and run. Damn. We gotta swing, bro. We have to. So we're gonna swing 7 right at him. And I knew that was gonna happen. Happens every time. Every time I got one that I'm building up on. Oh, his effect activates, and we're gonna get our Landramon out to the field. Cause yeah, like the whole aesthetic is like, he's quicksand and earth and dirt and all. You can destroy it, but a clone of it's gonna pop up somewhere else because like it's the Earth Digimon. It's not a Royal Knight though, right? Like, bro is low key powerful for no reason. All right, so normally my beat is play your base cards, so like 2 or 3 Digimon that can swing with. Then the next turn swing, then use up my memory. Then on the last part of it, play the big Bambamba. You feel me? We're going to swing 2. Bam. Because sometimes it just benefits you better to play your megas at the end of the turn, especially if you don't have nothing nuts you can go crazy on. I just say do it. Life is about risk, bro. And sometimes you will get shot. Sometimes you won't. But most times you will. Hold on, this is a level 4, though. I can't evolve it? I thought it was a level 5. Remember what I said? Remember the rule. Read your goddamn cards. I don't say shit for my health because I have an unhealthy lifestyle. Literally, read the fucking cards. You just saw me. You just saw what I went through. Why would you repeat it? You just saw me go through it. Read, nigga. I know you're not a read. Y'all niggas can't wait to tell me how smart y'all are. All right, man. Read, nigga. Shit. Here you go. And you let me get an option card to finish training activated. The power of reading. You gotta keep your mind sharp. All right, Gail, Grand, blah, 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 man. It was a kitten in here, but I guess they gone now. Y'all know the one, the little dude. All right. To the main area, and then we are going to get another Landromon because we already got enough Sunrisemon. So we're good. Gonna hatch. Bam. We got 7 memory. I got 4 Digimon, but I might still misplay. Because that happens, bro. Sometimes you're going to misplay, sometimes you ain't. But anyway, while we're all here, and I got you all here, tell me, guys, how are you enjoying the new the new Digimon game, by the way? Are you going to stick to that, and then next week when Legend ZA come out, you're going to jump over to that, or is this the game that's really going to make you be like, you know what, it's time to explore other franchises? Me, personally, I'm glad that everything happened the way that it did with Digimon Time Story coming out this week, because we got the Pokemon game we was told a year ago that only took them a year to make versus the game that everybody's been talking about for like the last 8 years and them holding off on it so they can make sure everything is right. Because like I said, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, phenomenal game. One of the best Digimon Streamline games, I gotta say. Hacker's Memory, even better than that. And like the whole little intricate systems with the friendship stuff and then the egg and then the conversion, 200%. Shout outs to Jammer, 200% conversion. You can make them even stronger when you redigitize, de-digify. It's dope. If you a Digimon fan already, it's dope. Then you got fucking Time Strangers where you're in the digital world. That's it. I don't need to say nothing else. Like, it's been a while since we had good Explorer monster games that ain't got like Pokemon's fucking nuts all on it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and people that ain't, it's not even people that was already Pokemon fans. It's pulling in people that ain't watched Digimon in a while. You know, this year is the year of adventure. These next couple years that's coming up for like entertainment period, the year of adventure, it's now. Now is the best time to get into anything right now, because like a lot of these companies are realizing, you know, like we need to start being a more, which I've always said that like most media and stuff like anime and all that shit, it's not that's just what nerds watch. All of that shit is normie stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's misconception of, you gotta be, no, not really, not real. It's no different than watching like, so most people, like I said, people who are in Kamen Rider know Kamen Rider is basically just soap operas. They literally follow the same formats as their rom-coms that Kamen Rider comes on right after. So, you know, like, this is the year of exploring. A lot of people that I'm seeing, a lot of dudes are like, yo, Digimon is heat, this is fire. They digging into the lore. People finding about, you know, the Shambhala connection with gods and goddesses and stuff. A lot of the, not just Eastern philosophies, but like a lot of occult stuff. A lot of people are finding the Tamagotchi game connection, and like how that ties to the Tamagotchi line. Because as you all know, Bandai, before Digimon, was Tamagotchi pets. And Tamagotchi pets is actually the result from them trying other types of like virtual pets thing. Virtual pet thingy, that's a yokai worship and all that. That's common in Japan, whereas over here in America, it's kind of like a new little thing with like monster collection pocket. Because over in Japan, they got like bug fighting, rhino beetle fighting and stuff. So like animal collecting, sticker collection, stuff like that. That's normal over there. Whereas over here, it's just starting to take off. But because of television and anime and all that, we do have at least like a two. And people don't understand. Pokemon and Digimon is just a tiny slice of a Japanese culture in regards to the monster collector genre, especially in regards to trading card games. Trading card games over there, that's you will find as many trading card games over there as you would gas stations over here in the States. That's how that is. That's how Japan kind of does this stuff, because all their stuff ties to their culture and cultural references and storytelling and mythology and all of that. And remember, people, Japan is a 1,000-year-old fucking country. I think like it's a couple of 100 years old. It's very old. So, you know what I'm saying? They don't have the neon. I like to use anime terms. They don't have the neon entertainment thinking stuff we do. That stuff is kind of still like, you know, ancient types of stuff. So like pet collecting and battle cards and stuff like that. Because Egyptians had trading cards or trading card games. That look it up. Y'all don't have to. When I say stuff, don't believe me. I prefer people that don't believe me. Don't believe me. I want you to do the fucking work to go look it up yourself. Don't argue with me because I'm gonna keep coming up with stuff. I don't want you to go look up your own. Look all this up. For real. It's crazy. It's fascinating. And saying that to say that's like the artwork, the references, everything, everybody's like, well, the people that is playing and that's hip that want to, try it out, give it a chance, see what's going on, playing the game are actually like, yeah, this shit is awesome. This shit is fire. Damn, Digimon have personalities. Damn, I didn't know they talk. This is different than Pokemon. Not saying that like it needs to be a huge distinction, because like I said, there needs to be like a bridging certain aspects in pop culture. You need bridging things, because that's how like folklore. That's the whole point of folklore is the older you get, the different perspectives of the story's intent that you see in her. So like when you little, Peter Pan is all about believing in magic and shit like that, and following your dreams and making a wish and shit. Then when you get to stage 2 or like college days and all, you start realizing, oh, okay, it's a metaphor for you have to grow up, and there's nothing wrong with still having your childlike and innocence, but also growing up. And then the third part, when you're out of out of college and you're an adult, you're in the real world, and your isms and stuff, your understanding of the world, you out of the child bubble. The part which you really see with Peter Pan was like that the world is corrupted. Maintaining your innocence can help and hinder you. Also, depression. Peter Pan is about depression, but that's how folklore and things like that is designed in those levels and stuff like that. But we so used to consume. It's hard to see that. That's why a lot of people appreciate Digimon, because it's very mechanics, not even just in the card game, but like as games in the show period. Same thing with Pokemon. The mechanics tie into like philosophical understandings of the greater society that we in and all of that. In order for your Pokemon or Digimon to become stronger and all that, you have to establish a bond, strength, resilience, understanding, caring. My girl always say, love is the ritual. You got the love part, the Digimon is going to digivolve into a Mega, and with Earth reality bending abilities. Same thing with Pokemon. But we see it in Pokemon a whole lot of times, from Dynamax into Mega Evolution to that weird fucking Z-move shit. You kind of, you know what I'm saying? So it's good. A lot of people are like, it's not just, because a lot of us gamers, that's all we get the reputation of. Oh, it's just childish dudes are just playing with toys and just It's like, no, it's a lot more deeper than that. There's a lot more going on in that. It's a great time. Like I said, every Digimon card game video is gonna be me pitching. It's a great time to get into Digimon, but it really is, like, especially right now. Like, me personally, I'm in an occult, so I like tarot cards and all that stuff, crystals and things like that. The principalities of alchemy and all of that shit. So that's why I like trading card games a whole lot, because of that stuff that I'm already adjacent to. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the Yap Fest is over. We're gonna get right back to the game, because we're gonna go right into the Yukino. We're gonna use one memory. It's gonna knock us down to 8. We're gonna get our draw for the turn, but then I'm gonna play Close. That's only gonna cost me 3 memory. Close is on board. We got 2 Tamers on board and 4 Digimen. So what we're gonna do, we got 5 memory left. I am going to Digi-Evolve my level 4 Lindramon into, this is my new favorite Digimon. Like I said, I'm into monsters and all that crap and blah, blah, blah. And typical nerd answer. Yeah. And typical nerd answer stuff. But Pro Ganonmon reminds me of oh, I can't remember his name. Gamera. And I love Godzilla and Gamera, but like, I'm sorry, y'all. I just got hit to this. This is the main reason why I'm playing this deck. Is like, this is the hardest fucking ultimate I done seen in a long time, bro. Like, he's got the drill bit. I live in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. So I live in the South. So like the mines and all that stuff. So I know what stuff is. Like, one of my old jobs I worked at, I made glass for like the mining trucks and stuff for a cat, and I had to spray the stuff on there to keep it from like getting the glass from getting like fucked up from the rubble and shit. So like, it's cool when, like, that's what I'm saying with Digimon's references like that. For those who's wondering, well, why some of them got like guns and weapons and shit like that though? Well, okay, so rundown. Okay, let's just okay. So you got, let's use the game board as an example to explain I'm talking about. Okay, And adding in discourse to the discourse for the interaction, because I care about this community. Plus, I just want to make sure that everything is ushered in. Well, ushered in. Make sure everything is all good and set up for the youngins coming up behind us. Because, like I said, the fact that Pokemon and Digimon has been able to stand for this long proves my point of what I was saying of like what the shows or what these series mean for children or for people in general. I became like one of those open communicative. If it wasn't for anime card games, I'll say Digimon set the tone of like being a good friend, being there, everybody fighting, disagreeing, but still being there for your friends. That I picked up from Digimon and Pokemon, but mostly with Digimon because like you had 4 actual fucking kids, the 7 Digidestas, 7 kids hanging with each other, chilling, like interacting. They know each other, grew up in the same neighborhood. Some of them knew each other. You had kids that got parents going through divorce and stuff. One with I think somebody had a dead brother in there that died. This was on Fox Kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you got the spirit world. Let's say the blue side of the spirit world. Red side is, blue world is the digital world. Red side is the human world. Things that happen in the human world translates over into the spirit world. But this one poster on, I forget Jammer's video. I think it was Jammer's video. Or it was Karn's EX's video. Follow those two if you want, like, them and Digimon. You don't know the main Digitubers because it's only like 4. It's like 4 Digitubers. I'm just adding to this number 5. I'm the 5th Royal Knight. There's 4 Digitubers that you need to know. Like, to get y'all up there. It's not really saturated. It's a cool group. But things that happen in the digital that we create in our world translates over into the digital world, or vice versa, the internet. But like the pun that I was getting at that the guy made on Karn's video, one of the comments was that the digital world is to think of it as spirit world because Digimon are basically modern day yokai. You got refrigerator Digimon, car Digimon, ships, caterpillar drills. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But so all the data, information, and everything that's on the world that ever existed is on the internet, right? Saved in data. And Digimon are spirit entity beings or creatures that, you know, were created originally from an AI program. Then it became sentient on its own. At least that's what we know so far as the digital world goes. But anyway, a sentient AI intelligence program, man, I was redundant. Became intelligent, started eating up data, and like the data that it would eat would be reflected in its body and stuff. So like most Digimon, they're not just creatures, they're digital amalgamations of whatever the information was that they ate. Hence why, like, you know, if you got a turtle Digimon and he's just sticking around in like construction and mining data, or like when I say mining data, I'm talking about like, think of it like you got a boss at an oil rig or someplace where they're doing drilling and stuff. Let's say a coal miner manager. Okay, excuse me, y'all, because I'm 35 and I've been working for like a minute. So like if I use terms or stuff you don't know what they are, Google it. Please stop asking me stuff. Just Google it. You can Google it. Y'all got it. Y'all already think y'all smarter than know when I say something anyway. So I'm saving you the work. I'm giving you the power. You got it. Let's say, man, most of y'all can relate to this. Let's say you got a shift supervisor or operations manager. That's what it was. Operations manager. You know, he's got to every day put in the books in the computer on the Microsoft software program. You know, how much minerals we dug up that day, how much did we find, how much was waste, how much money, the type of drills we need. Do we need to make a reorder? Do we need to clean it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So he saves it on his computer. So that information is out there. That data, the physical part of that data, all of that stuff is out there. Pictures, whatever. Digimon eat all of that. And like I said, it reflects on their body, whatever the thing is. So you'll see some of them with like belts and hats and scarves and masks and stuff. Think of that as the same as, you know how like you got a zip folder and like everything that's all up in it is all compressed in, right? So like it could be 1 terabyte, but you got to put it in the compressed folder and everything all locked in, zipped up. It's an aesthetics thing, but it's also a representation thing. Like, you know, the digital world went through several apocalypses. There's one main program called the Yggdrasil program. Y'all, like I said, this is deep Digimon lore stuff. But the Yggdrasil program restarted the digital world like dozens of times, and each time, you know, all those digital beings will be wiped out. Some of the data will stick around and hold and all that, since human beings are always constantly feeding information into the internet because of our technology. So the program will do a restart and it'll create new life forms. They'll be a little bit more different looking than the previous ones. I'll be upgraded. Appmon's a good example of that. And there's different servers or different universes. I'm trying not to go too deep on there, but like just to give you an idea. So like, let's say you got a ground turtle AI program in your computer. You general managers, operations manager. You just got done putting in the information for like y'all need some new drills. So you put it in your books in your Microsoft Office program or whatever. Well, Digimon could be in the cyberspace area of your computer, eat all of that data up, and then become like a sand monster Digibro or whatever I got going on here. That's basically it. That's basically that, how that goes. Now that y'all caught up, I'm moving on. Now we're gonna swing 7K directly shit, at our opponent. They're gonna activate our blocker ability. He's doing the thing. Girl, you don't want nothing back. Baby. That was the baby. Y'all know she got to make her intro at least 2 or 3 videos. Her and her. My bad. I was going to do this as a stream, but I was like, we got a little bit of constraint, so we're doing this in a video. Y'all niggas know how it is, so stop playing with me. We don't act brand new over here. We know what it is, all right? So anyway, sit your asses down and keep watching your video. No, I'm playing though, for real. So 2K, oops. And then we're going to swing one more. That's going to knock them down to 0 security. But I don't know if we're going to survive that next turn, though. But I hope my explanation gave y'all better. And that's just Digimon. That ain't even, and that's just like the Digimon part. We ain't even got to like Digivolution and how that whole thing works. But I'm not a lore channel. I'm just kind of like trying to be the bridge between people that want to like get into the game or never played. Like, hell, if you never even played a TCG, this is what this video kind of is. But also at the same time, so we're gonna play. We're just gonna go all out because he's gonna like, yeah, nah, I can't. I don't think he even got blocker. I can get electromagnetic mine out. We're gonna do it. Oh, we can't. Okay, so we'll just get pyramid mod out and then just nope. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do, dude. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. We gotta be able to hold on. Digivolving, and I don't have nobody to Digivolve because I wasted it. I should have just stuck. I don't know. You need Yukamon in this, right? When Digivolving, when attacking by trashing, in the turn was turn, you may place 3 cards with the minimum right in trash. Digimon, that ain't gonna have fragment. This Digimon will be deleted by trashing any of the 3 cards that isn't deleted. That's cool. He's broken. All right. I got nothing to do, y'all. There's nothing I can do. Digimon when attacking once, but nah, yeah, it's over. I yapped myself into a corner, I guess. Would play a Landramon and ooh. Oh, he restood it. Yeah, bro. Nah, it's over. Yeah, nah. 1. He's gonna go for the 2 swings too. Yeah. I'm dead, brother. But anyway, don't matter. Like I said, we'll do more with this Digimon here. But anyway, that was my 2 cents on the whole Pokemon, Digimon thingy. Really, I want to be more of, like I said, a rallying point for people that, you know, that's like already were fucking with Digimon and want to learn the card game. Like, I'm here for like the card games because all I want to do is post videos of like card game play, except for this one. Which even if I do discussions, I'm still have card play in. And like I said, I'm good at the game, but stuff happens. All right. So just so you all know. But anyway, I am gone. Comment down below your favorite decks. What do you think about the new Digimon Time Stranger game? How do you feel? Do you think that it will make a difference into Pokemon fans' opinions in regards to Pokemon games? Will this game cause Nintendo to step their game up? Because they need to step their cooking game up. Because this is what happens, and this is human nature. You get so used to somebody always showing up and spending money, and I always say complacency is the key to destruction. If you get complacent, you get so used to your routine. You so used to always producing stuff the same way because, oh, well, they haven't raised enough. They haven't did enough rah rah. I can't even get it out. I talk like an old man. They haven't made enough of a rah rah to where it's an issue. So since they haven't made it an issue, I don't need to make it an issue myself. I don't need to worry about it. And now Nintendo is seeing you shouldn't have waited until we complained. You should have took it upon yourself, because if you make it a game, you should already give a fuck about us. But if you have to like impose in an ass off of something, and you're telling us all these years you care, you don't really care. Everybody nowadays are starting to speak up on that. Digimon took the time. They spent 8 years on. They took the time. They communicated with us. They got to know us. Most companies' excuses, oh, well, we don't know. My thing is, I hate the I don't know. You don't know unless you try. But if you don't try, you're not gonna know. If you don't want to know, and you want to know, but you don't want to try, you don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? Bandai wanted to know, damn, what type of game you all like? The last 3 we made, granted, have been great. How can we improve? How can we do it different? How can we show our appreciation to the fans who's been sticking with us for all these years and giving us money on her, when Digimon Biologics should have fell out of relevancy years ago? You got Pokemon over here dominating it, but we're getting the same fucking game every day. And here's the crazy part. We've been complaining to them for the longest. It's a rant. Complaining to them for the longest. We getting the same game. Me personally, like a lot of other dudes and stuff, you can have your mundane routine and like, all right, we're going to drop this game, then we're going to drop the subsequent side game, because that's all they do. They do the main game, then they drop the subsequent side game that's a remake of a previous game, take out all of the mechanics from the previous game that we like, add in some new thingies, but make it more DLC oriented. So actually the game runs worse. It's the same dialogue lines, rinse and repeat. You're insulting the children like that, because when we played the fucking red and blue game, it was not babyfied. It was difficult. You needed to pay attention to elemental matchups. You needed to pay attention to what moves your Pokemon had. Granted, yeah, you could beat the whole game with your level 50 Venusaur till you get to Blaine, all fire type. Oh, and then the fire gym, the fire Elite Four member. So it's there. They can't do it. They got lazy. They got used to us showing up. They forgot. You gotta perform, baby. Like, same thing with me with my YouTube thing. I could have stayed doing the same style. I'm making content that I know people that like in the card game space that look like us, what they want to see, what they playing mostly. I'm meeting them on their level. You know what I'm saying? Because I have love for this community. This ain't no community I just joined. I've always been. I used to collect Pokemon more than I collected Digimon, even though I still had a bunch. I had a bunch of cards, period, y'all. Like I said, my cousins, I got at least 5,000 cards back home in Nashville alone from like the 90s era. Because I'm born in 1990. From the 90s era alone. And all other card games between then. I know I got a full-blown Blue Eyes Dark Magician deck. Yes, I said it exactly like that because I thought I was hot fire. Now I wish I had those cards, but my cousins and them have it. I passed it down. I started anew, but I've always done this, so I understand. But you can't lack. You can't get complacent. You want our money? You gotta make the fucking game, dog. You gotta put your ankles in it. If not, we gonna go to Digimon. They're showing they give a damn. They're showing they care. Because they do care. They're the ones that came up with the IP. You came up with the thing, but you don't even give a fuck. You want us to do all the work. Then suing your competition and eliminate your competition, but then you being lazy. Sorry. Like, there's human nature to move around. That's just human nature. Digimon Time Stranger has shown and proved that Bandai knows what the fuck they're doing. They actually listen to fans and give people what they want. That's your job. You're a game company. I just had to get in on Nintendo real quick. It's like I wanted to add into that discourse. I was like, so many new people that's heard of Digimon or like, you know, had an idea, but like, you know, they like, well, shit, I don't do nothing. Da, da, da. I'm trying to get in this. My kids is into it, or most people I've heard is like, you know, I got into it. My kids got into it. Because I'm going to be real with y'all. Kids are going to follow. Whatever kids see their parents doing, your kids is going to go off of that. My dad was a comic book artist guy, drawing guy. And here I am to this day. Nerd nigga. Whatever your parents are into, that's 95% of the time, that's what you're going to be into. Thank God. Thank you, Father. That's the one good thing I can get on that one. Thank God on that. Everything else I could do without. But anyway, tell me how you feel. What's your opinion on it? Even if you're not a nerd, tell me what is your opinion on it. That's why let's get out of the labels. Oh, you got to be a nerd. You don't need to be a nerd. You don't need to be none of that. Everything in the world is open and free for you to explore and all of that. The Digimon discourse that I've been seeing with the Digimon Time Strangers and all the creators saying the same thing, it's proving what we all been saying. Like, you don't need to be a nerd. You don't need to be nothing. Explore. That's the whole purpose of Digimon. Exploring. Same thing with Pokemon. Exploring. Y'all forgot to explore. Y'all forgot to explore. Niggas done grew up and forgot to explore and have fun and enjoy life and the mysteries and wonders in life. Y'all niggas forgot. Well, Digimon's here to remind you. And they did remind you because it's selling millions off in the first couple of days. Yeah, quit playing with me. Y'all niggas want adventure. So let's go on an adventure. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later. Ogre D King, I need a better goddamn catchphrase. Thank you. I'll see you guys. Mwah!